My last two videos, I talked about the aftermath of leaving an abusive relationship in terms of thoughts and emotions. Today, we are on behaviors. I'm Xiaojie. Prior to working with abuse survivors, I believe that they were more likely to be passive people who kept their head down most of the time. However, my perspective started to change after conducting therapy with them. You can find the review article in the description, which provides details on how it's like to be in a group therapy. During one session, I asked the participants to rate themselves on the scale of passive, assertive, and aggressive to assess their assertion skills. Obviously, we had a definition of what those three terms mean. Surprisingly, 2 out of 5 participants ended up putting themselves on the aggressive side. In a healthy relationship, both parties can regulate their emotions and provide space for different perspectives during conflicts, maintaining enough trust and maturity to resolve the issue. However, if you have been through abuse, you may easily slip into the fight or flight mode, where the I am in danger mentality dominates your thinking. This deep-rooted fear of danger can easily be triggered among abuse survivors, eventually leading some to overreact in unhealthy ways. So I'd like to give you an example. Those who especially experiencing a lot of guilt and failing to protect themselves could swing to the other side after the abuse and practice defending themselves in an overly manner, which presents itself in an unhealthy aggression. So as our therapy progressed, one participant realized that she had behaved aggressively towards her current partner, and this person normalized the behavior and actually wasn't aware of the aggression because it was done to her previously. So she thought this is a normal behavior and didn't realize that until she was in the session that day. This is so common that we also have a phrase for it, right? Violence breeds violence. I had a client that still sleeps with a weapon in their nightstand, even it's years after the abusive relationship has ended. While these behaviors are less detrimental, other behaviors could be more obsessive and include constant checking of the locks, excessive cleaning, or other similar compulsive tendencies. In my previous video, I talked about the impact of emotions and how they can drive certain behaviors. So if you are constantly fearful due to your past experiences, you might constantly feel the need to remain on guard. The OCD tendon behaviors could help you to feel a sense of control in uncertain situations. However, if left untreated, this pattern can manifest in increased anxiety actually, and also lead to more severe OCD behaviors. You may find yourself avoiding situations, places, or people that remind you of your past abuse. If you encounter new colleagues or strangers in social settings that look even just remotely like your abusive partner, you might experience very overwhelming fear, and that can compromise your social and professional capacity. In terms of intimate relationships, overcoming your past requires trusting someone again and relinquishing some control, which can be a very scary prospect for many survivors. So if you cannot manage your fear, you may choose not to be in the relationship again consciously, or for some people who do want to be in a relationship, end up subconsciously sabotage a new relationship to avoid the possibility of getting hurt again. In addition to these behaviors, survivors may also rely on other unhealthy coping mechanisms such as substance abuse or self-harm. If you find yourself experiencing any of these behaviors, talk to a close friend, call a hotline, join a support group, or book a therapy session.